Hi, good morning. Good morning to everyone. Good morning. Good morning, Coimbatore. Good morning, Sangeeta. And good morning to Ghatkopar. So, I think right now people are still to join in. I will wait, but I just kind of started this to have a small chat with people who are online. We'll just wait for 5 more minutes to meet or wait for people to connect and then start. So, uh, so we have managed to touch Google App Engine in the last 2-3 days. Today is Thursday, I think. Thursday, when we have already opened the engine and we are looking inside that engine. So, did you get a chance to deploy any application? Did you face problems? And I hope you do face problems so that you learn from them. And you have to understand how to troubleshoot yourself the problems which may occur. And apart from it, let me know how you finding this technology and how you finding the new concepts or whatever we have done till now. Okay, till the time people come in, let me talk to you guys. Sangeeta, can I talk to you? Good morning, Sangeeta. Good morning, Sangeeta. Hi, good morning, Sangeeta.
Good morning, sir. Can you hear me?
Yeah, I can hear you clearly.
Hello?
Yeah, I can hear you.
Yes, sir.
So,
Yes, sir.
you have managed to connect to Google App Engine?
Sir, I have touched with Google, started with Hello World, and I tried for Hello Maven, but yesterday we got long session, so I didn't practice yesterday's things. The only thing is I have started with Hello World.
Okay. But then you have to try out the other exercises today at least. Okay? But then
Yes.
let me
So
know.
what about
Yeah.
hello,
Yeah,
sir? Sir, what about today's schedule? Do we have time for MR, or like yesterday we will have a long session?
Let's see. I will tell you.
Because if we get time for practice, so that we can clarify some doubts. Because database connection is again important.
Mm-hmm. So let me tell. I'll tell you what to do. Don't worry.
Okay.
So, but you are able to follow what we are doing, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Let's talk to Ananya now. This is the chance I'm getting to see you guys first time, I guess. Is Ananya around?
Yes.
Yes, Ananya?
Yes, sir.
Hi, I cannot see you.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning, Ananya. How are you doing?
Oh, yeah. Very good morning, sir. Yeah, good.
So,
Hello.
only thing is I can't see you right now.
Okay. Can you see?
You're in Chennai, right, Ananya? No?
No, Bangalore.
Bangalore, great.
Yes.
Wow. So, were you able to connect to Google App Engine?
Yes, the first Hello World and Hello Maven I have done.
Great.
But I'm not getting time to do the next APIs and those databases.
Okay, no problem.
So it's good.
Yeah, one second, I'll just reconnect. I want to see whether there is something which can be done. Ananya is not connected. Yeah. Hi, Ananya.
Hi, sir.
Still, I have problem with your video, but yeah, go ahead. Tell me what is it in your mind.
Yeah, those APIs I could not do. The rest, the Maven as well as that one more Hello World first, I could do that.
Right.
The rest I am not getting time to do those factors.
Okay. Okay.
So actually, I have a doubt in yesterday's updating.
Mm-hmm.
So after retrieving one particular query string, some function, I didn't get those with regular expressions. What is the need?
Okay, I'll try to clarify. Hello? Who is there in Durgapur? Hello?
Hello.
Hi, Ghatkopur. Who's this?
Hi, sir. Good morning. Swapna.
Who's this?
Swapna.
Yeah, who's this? Sorry?
Swapna, sir.
Swapna.
Swapna. Yes, sir.
Swapna, I can only see your eyes. Can you just make your camera a bit... Yeah, now I can see you. Hi, good to see you. Yeah, hi. Good morning, Swapna.
Good
So
morning,
how are you finding this training and concepts?
Sir, I am able to do only first two exercises.
Uh-huh.
the same API and yesterday's database is pending from my side.
Okay.
But now I am able to do first two activities. So maybe next two activities.
Right. Okay. Got it.
Yes.
So that's why.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Got it. I understand. Okay. So okay, no problem. I'll just come back to you. N. Cartesian is online now. Let me talk to him. I have not. Hi, N. Cartesian. Hi. Good morning. Good morning, N. Cartesian. You said Karthi, I can say. Karthi. Hi, Karthi. Good morning.
Kadir. Yeah.
Sorry, Kathi.
Kadir.
Karthi. Right?
Kadir.
Hi, Karthi. Good morning. K.
Good morning, sir.
A. Oh, Kathi. Where did I get R? Good morning, Kathi. Good morning. So, how are you doing? Still hanging on
Fine, sir.
with Google App Engine? How you finding this?
I'm trying to manage it.
Can you be a bit louder? I cannot hear you.
I'm trying to manage it, sir.
Manage it, right. You get your hands dirty.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's an engine, so
Sure.
an engine will require a little bit of effort to open and then work with it. So
Sure.
what have you managed to do on this?
Yes, I've tried with this Maven project.
Mhm.
I've uploaded it. I got a passcode. Passcode something.
Mm-hmm.
But it is say when I'm trying to open it in the Google engine, it is saying the URL is not found.
URL is not right. So you're doing some kind
Yeah,
of.
it's not when I'm trying to. Yeah, I tried to deploy it through my Google App Engine, that is Eclipse.
Mhm.
It is saying that it is not a Google App Engine project.
So I hope you have got the structure right in Maven and whatever.
Yeah.
Was it Maven based or was it a normal web application?
Maven based, but the thing is it is showing error in POM, that POM.xml file.
Form.xml, okay. It's showing error in form.xml.
Yeah, I got an error there.
Okay. Okay, I'll see. Okay, yeah, errors are part of this learning, so don't get worried.
Yeah.
You'll get a lot of errors.
Sure, I'm not.
So
Yeah.
it has to be. You keep on trying, you'll get to know how to resolve. So
Sure.
try. Do one thing. Probably just take out data files for faculty, download the solution, and then try to upload that. Maybe that works, and then you compare what you have done. Okay.
Okay.
That will be the solution right now. Okay.
Okay, sir.
Let me talk to other people also. Niyamat. Sorry, Niyamat. Hi, good morning, Niyamat. Niyamat R. Good morning. Good morning. Good morning, Niyamat. How are you doing? Good morning. Good morning. You don't have voice? Speaker? Headphone? Niyamat, no, are not listening to me.
Hello.
Yeah, good morning.
Hello.
Yeah, hi, good morning.
Good morning.
Good morning. How are you doing?
Good morning, sir. I'm going fine, sir.
Okay. So, did you manage to reach to Google App Engine and open it up? Meaning, were you able to deploy anything on Google App Engine?
Yes, sir.
Which one?
Completed with the first app
Mm-hmm.
with the Hello World,
Okay.
and then now trying on with the Marvin chart.
Very good. Okay. Do that. Okay. I'll come back to you.
Thank you.
Okay. Let me talk to Maninder. Maninder, right? Hi. Good morning, Maninder.
Hi, good morning, sir.
How are you doing, Maninder?
Hello.
Yeah, yeah.
I'm super fine, thank you.
So I see you were the first one. I think you managed to overcome the issues with connectivity to Google App Engine.
Yes, I have done with the first app engine plus the Maven project. In fact, I have done with the insertion part also. For updation, I didn't get time. I do it by today evening.
Wow, I am impressed with you.
Till insertion, I have done.
Too much.
Thank you.
I am impressed. Thank you so much
you.
that you have been able to do it. So my question is, other people are saying they don't have, they were not able to do it. How is it that you were able to do it?
Sir, actually there is some problem with the proxy server. Right? I have to manage the proxy. At the time of local server, I have to disable the local properties. Then I have to enable the properties for running it on the server. So there is some issues, but I resolved it by changing the properties each other time.
So there is something to do with the firewall, I guess, no? Firewall of the network?
Yes, there is something to do with the firewall. There is some problem with the proxy server.
Okay. And what about this thing? You are doing it in your MRs, right? This is on your...
yes, I am...
In your MR machines you are doing?
Yes, I am doing it from my MR machine on my staff room system and all. The insertion part I have done it from home. Other than that, I have done it on my system only.
And Windows 10 is the base operating system in MR, right?
Yes, Windows 10 is the base operating system.
Okay, great. And you put in JDK 1.7 in that?
Yes, JDK 1.7. Initially, it is giving error with JDK 8 point something. Then I changed it in the properties window, and I put it 1.7 there.
Excellent. Okay.
Yes.
And then what about connectivity? There are some still firewall issues, which you're telling me from the machine room.
Yes, proxy is there. Yes, proxy is problem there.
And what about speed? Like, were you able to download and upload from machine room properly? In the sense,
the Maven part took time initially, but rest of the time it is okay.
right.
After that, it is running okay.
Right. First time it will take time. First time because it builds.
Yes, first time the Maven part took time. Other than that, it is okay.
Excellent. Very good.
Thank you. Thank you.
Okay, and Eclipse is connecting to Google App Engine, right? Properly?
Yes, Eclipse is connecting properly.
Great. Great. So
if an application is giving problem in the Google Chrome, no, so it is opening in the Explorer. If you are getting problem in Chrome, do it on the Internet Explorer.
make the Explorer.
If the proxies.
So you are saying make Internet Explorer the
just copy paste the link. Just copy paste the link from Chrome to Explorer, and it will be running okay.
Okay. So maybe
this is another issue I found.
Maybe you can make Internet Explorer as the default browser in some cases.
We can make it in some cases.
Yeah, the browser can be changed, but I found actually Chrome to be more suitable, so I'm using Chrome.
That's why I change the properties each time.
Okay. Good. Okay, let me talk to some more people. This is the first time I'm talking to you guys. Sorry, I am not that social earlier. I should have used this more. I just want to talk to Kharijita. K. Kharijita. And how do I spell this? And Kati. Yeah. Hello, is there K. Kharijita? Yeah.
Hello.
Yeah, hi, good morning. I just wanted to talk to you. So, do you have webcam and audio and video and speaker with you? Because I cannot see you or hear you.
Could you hear me, sir?
Slightly, very, like as if you are very far off. Very, I cannot hear you clearly, but little bit. Yeah, go ahead. But I cannot see you.
Yeah, hello.
Good morning.
Hello.
Yeah.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning. So,
Yes, sir.
only thing is I wish I could see you also, but that's okay. So how are you doing with Google App Engine?
Yeah, it's going good, sir.
How far have you gone in the exploration?
First project I have done with
Sorry?
Hello World.
Can you speak?
First project I have done with the
First project. Okay.
Hello.
Yeah.
Sir, could you hear
Little
me?
bit. Yeah, go ahead.
First one I have done with the Hello World project, sir.
Uh-huh.
And
What about Maven based?
the rest of the thing I need to do. Yeah, I'm doing on that. Today I'll do it.
Okay. Okay. See. Okay. Let's to continue. Anjali and Jyoti, I would just want to talk to you guys. Good morning, Anjali and Jyoti. I will just talk to you guys. Anjali, good morning. Good morning, Anjali. Good morning, Anjali. Can you hear me? Anjali, I cannot see you actually. Your camera is not positioned right. Maybe if you are hearing me, I can see your head. Yeah, now I can. Good morning, Anjali. And I was very thrilled to see your mail. Thank you so much for your mail. With the link to your application which you have uploaded. Good job. Good morning. Can you hear me, Anjali? I cannot hear you. I cannot hear you clearly. Now we are testing all the equipment for all the centers. So that, yeah. Go ahead.
Is it audible?
Yeah, very clear. Very clear. Yes, go ahead. So, good job, Anjali. Thank you for sending me your links to your projects uploaded. So, how are you doing with the App Engine? How are you finding working with it? I cannot hear you. No.
The App Engine is good. It is a new one for me, but in place of if I will talk about Java.
I cannot hear you.
About that,
Not
Hello?
audible. Yeah, now it's clear. Now it was clear.
Okay. If I talk about Google Engine, it's quite new for me, but related to Java, it is old for me. So it is quite easy. I just work on some other servers also, so it's like that. It's not difficult if I say. It's quite easy.
It's your experience with some other servers. What other servers you're working with?
If I talk about, I'm just work on like web servers, Tomcats, and that all. I have little bit of experience in about like AdWords also of Google.
Okay.
So it's similar to that.
Okay. Good. I'm happy that you are finding it interesting and easy to understand because of your Java experience. So very nice. Yeah. Good. Excellent. And I think you guys also were able to overcome firewall and connect earlier on. I mean, rather than other people were struggling. So what were the issues when first time you were deploying?
We are not finding any issues with the network connectivity. No, we are not finding any issues regarding a fiber and at all. If your network connectivity is good, so you can download if I just talk about first time downloading, it takes about near about 15 to 20 minutes of downloading a 200 MB of data.
Now that's what I wanted to know. So 15-20, because see what I'm asking is this question for everybody to also understand is, because when we are going to do it, let's say in a 30 people batch, so first time it may be that your systems may require to be...
first time it takes time.
It will take time. And then onwards, I think only few KBs are uploaded. When you are now uploading it again and again, because all the APIs are there on your system, few KBs of zip data is uploaded. Right. Thank you. I will come back to you, Anjali. Let me talk to Jyoti right now. Good morning, Jyoti. Good morning, Jyoti. Can you hear me? Good morning, Jyoti. Good morning. Can you hear me? Yeah, good morning, Jyoti. I cannot see you. Your camera angle is totally gone. It's pointing towards the ceiling. Maybe. Good morning, Jyoti. Can you hear me? Yeah, Jyoti. Maybe I am not able to hear you and see you. Okay, great. So, can you say something? I want to hear your voice.
Hello, good morning, sir.
Good morning, Jyoti. How are you doing? Yeah, I can hear you now.
Okay.
So you are able to do something about Google App Engine for the last 2 days?
Yes. Yeah.
So
even if I have deployed some of the applications like Hello and the Hello Maven also, APIs also I have done yesterday.
Okay.
Endpoints.
Oh, great. Endpoints also. Good.
Yeah, that I have done.
Okay. So, how are you finding this engine? Tough?
But it's quite interesting. Tough is there a little bit because we have to do a lot of practice, but it's interesting.
Very good. Good. Good to know that. Yeah, anything new is a bit tough in the initial point, but once you practice it, I'm sure you'll find it more interesting. And
yes. I'm left with the database part. I haven't done it till yet.
Okay.
That I need to do.
Okay, good. Okay. Anything else you want to tell me?
No, initially I was getting an error in the compiler that was resolved from our
What
end.
was the issue?
Apart from that, everything was going well.
What was it?
We have installed the JDK 1.8.
Mm-hmm.
So when I was compiling my project, so it was giving an error for the 1.8. So we changed the compiler from the 1.8 to 1.7.
Okay.
Then the issue was resolved.
Okay. Great. And this is running on Windows 10 in the MR, right? Windows 10?
Yes.
Very good. So, my concern
We have
was...
installed Eclipse on Windows 10 only.
Right. So, my concern was that are we able to run it in our MRs, in our centers? So, that was my concern. So, now you told me that we are able to do it. So, that's one implementation hassle which is less for me, because I was wondering whether we will be able to get it working in our MRs. Okay. So I'm happy to see that it is working in our centers. And what about the bandwidth and who is keeping, I thought one of you, Anjali or somebody was working on Jyoti. In RG is taking care of looking at how much bandwidth consumption is happening?
Yes, Anjali ma'am is taking care for that.
Mm-hmm. Okay, so Anjali, I think you will be noting down how much of data bandwidth is required. I understand first time it will take time, but next time onwards it should be smoother. Okay. Right, so I'll come back to you, Jyoti, for any other question. Bye. 1 second. Let me see who else I have to talk to. Yeah, this one. Mangalore. Good morning, Mangalore. Cartesian, I think. Hello, good morning, it's Mangalore. Kodai Bali. Kodai Bale. Hello, good morning. Good morning. Bangalore, are you here? Can you hear me? Bangalore, can you hear me? No? Good morning, Bangalore. Hello, good morning. This is not working, right? Good morning. I think this was not connecting or not listening. Mangalore, can you look at this part? I'll continue with the other thing. Okay. Okay. And currently 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. Anybody I have not spoken to on this list? I mean, who's there in this batch but I have not spoken right now in this morning? Please send me a message so that I can talk to you. Please send me a message. Anybody I have not spoken to right now? I think I have spoken to all of you who are there online. Anybody I missed out? But there were more people attending. Anil, Kumar, Raj, Amitabh, these guys are from Calcutta. Aya, Vishnu, Arya Fernandez, Anuradha. They have not connected as yet. They will come in later maybe. Okay. Okay. So there are people at different levels of understanding in this group, and different amount of work people have done and are able to connect. We will be doing today, tomorrow, and day after, Saturday also, so that I don't have to rush through the concepts and I'm able to transfer my knowledge to you. So there are a lot of interesting exercises and activities which are coming up to explore more features of App Engine, and we will be looking at those. Okay, so there is oh, so Anuradha is there using Ananya in Bangalore. Okay. Okay. So we have actually gone quite ahead in opening the engine, and now we are looking at different components, different parts, different parts and how they work. So one of the part was how to store the data and how to retrieve it, and another part was how to see user authentication, and one part was how to see endpoints getting created. So when I talk about getting your hands dirty, you spend your own time and work on to get the activities running. If you have problems initially, which you may have, so just run the solutions, download the solutions from data files from faculty and deploy them and see if you are able to deploy them. So I agree with you that you do need a little bit of time to practice. So maybe today I will try to give you some time to practice it, all of you, to practice something. Today we will see a little bit of time. Okay. So apart from that, we have some more concepts which we'll cover today. They are kind of key to Google's technology and our data store concepts. And I will also complete the delete part first, which is a small part. So let me just continue with what we were doing yesterday. So I'll continue. Yes, just click yes with the delete part, and we'll see more on something later. Okay. So let me just complete the delete part, which was there yesterday. Okay, so it is we had done till here modifying. Okay, so we will look at the delete part, and to delete a particular record using Objectify, you can give this command. So you go to a particular key, you find a particular key where the customer you're searching for, supposing through a customer ID, and you want to delete it. This is an API which will delete a particular record. So connecting Authy load key now will load that particular customer, and connect service Authy delete entry P now would delete that particular record. So this is the API which will add on to the existing APIs, and then we will call this API through our web form. From a we will pass email address of the application. In our application there is an email address. We will pass that application the email ID, and we will see how we can delete it. So There's some service which is not running on my system. Remote projector. Can you see my desktop now? Hopefully. Yeah, I think you can. Yes, you can. You can see my computer. Right. Now you can see my computer, right? Okay. So, we will find a particular record. That's the problem statement. You have added a record in data store and modified it. Now you want to add a delete option to the user profile so that the user can delete the profile from Google Data Store. The application should provide a web page to delete user data based on email ID as shown in the following figure. So ensure you have signed in import Maven project. Import Maven project because see what happens is we have created a skeletal project vCustomer and kept it in the activity folder. So that is the task. Imported, like today morning I should import it. Since I already imported it yesterday and I was working on it, I will not do this step. It's already there in my Eclipse. Create the user interface. That is user interface which will help me delete the record. That is the user interface to be created for the delete tab. Modify the endpoint API. That is add the command which will allow the record to be deleted by modifying the endpoint. Then modify the JavaScript file to be able to get the form working, which will call that API. We'll pick up the record and call the API. Deploy and test the application on Google App Engine. So this part we have already done. Importing we don't need to do. Okay, creating a user interface. Okay. Open the edit profile HTML. To it, add the delete button, write the following code at the end of result div element. We'll add a delete button. Instead of typing in, I'll just pick up this tag and I will add on at the end of this. Okay, this is right now commented. I can even uncomment it, or I'll just paste it my own. This will add a delete button. Apart from it, I should also update this line where when I click on the delete menu option, it should call the edit profile HTML. And I think this should be done in this other files also, HTML files. So my user interface is created. I've got a delete button. So now let me save this. Now we are modifying the endpoint. So this is endpoint. These were existing endpoints. Currently there is no endpoint currently defined to delete. There is one for saving. This one will save. This endpoint will save. This endpoint will get the records. This endpoint will get the data. That means probably all the records. No, this one get records means all the records. Get data will get a particular record because I have specified key over here. And I have an update API. Now we are adding the delete API. Take this and delete API. So what it will do is it will first locate that particular profile which has to be deleted and then use the delete command over here to delete it. Save this. Now we will modify the JavaScript file so that this delete functionality is called. So it says go to profile.javascript. And we'll add this function delete. So what it will do is it will get the value which has to be deleted from the form. It will call the API to delete that email, and it will execute the function and display record has been removed. Now there is some commands for delete button to be displayed or hidden. So let me add that also in this JavaScript. Okay. I will just explain you. Let me just complete this code. See over here, this button will be hidden if I'm using the edit option. If I'm using the delete option, then this button will get enabled. Okay, so what is happening over here is, this is a load callback function which is called, it checks if source is edit, that means I've clicked on the edit button. At that time, the delete menu, edit menu becomes active and delete menu becomes deactive, and we search by email address and get the data and call the update button to be enabled, and delete button becomes hidden. If I will try to make it bigger. Okay, let me show you here only. See over here, if I am choosing the edit button, then my delete options become disabled and edit menu option become active because I am using the same form to edit and delete. The same form is being used to edit as well as delete. So if the option is edit, then the button element becomes update button and is enabled, and the delete button becomes hidden. However, if it is the delete button, then edit option becomes hidden and delete menu becomes active, and we search for email, get the data, and then make the update button hidden and the delete button becomes active. Because we are using the same form, we are not changing the form. The form which was used to search and then update is being used again for the delete part. Now there is this get query string function. This will check, okay, this is a kind of regular expression checking, which is doing is nothing but it's saying from where you are coming, whether you are coming using the delete option or you are coming from the edit menu option. So it will check the URL and just take out whether you are coming from edit option or the delete option. So this is just removing the extra the commands in the URL and just returning the decoded URL result, which is checking from where you are coming from, and this is where you are starting the you're calling this query string over here. Source is equal to query string src. So we are checking over here if source is equal to edit, means you're doing the edit function, or if you're doing the delete function. So let me run this and we'll see what happens. Save. Let's see if I can run it on local server. So for delete, we have not created a separate form. We are using the same form which was used for modify. And depending upon where you are coming, whether you are coming from edit option or from the delete option, the corresponding button will become active. And the other button will become deactivated. So it's currently deploying this. Let me utilize that time. what are we doing? So currently we are doing this, removing data from Google Data Store, and this is the problem statement we are doing. After storing this, we are getting this kind of form, which is the same form for modifying, and it's taking a bit time. So by the time, I'll just say what all we are doing. You can store data in Google Data Store using Objectify API. The same method you use to save data in Google Data Store, same method can also be used to update the data. Why it can be used? Because update is nothing but retrieving and followed by save. The load data method is used to read data from Google Data Store. This is Objectify methods. And the entity annotation is used to declare a class and an entity while using Objectify. Depending upon the Objectify API, dependency of the Objectify API should be declared in pom.xml. The class annotated as entity should have one default constructor which has no parameters. The data store dashboard is an interface for accessing the backend, right? So I will just see now it's just managed to complete. I will So we were looking at delete functionality. Right now maybe there is no data, so there is nothing. So first we'll have to insert data. I'm just putting in some data. I'll add one more data. So I've added 2 records. Now let's try to see whether they are there or not. Okay, so there are these records which are there in this database. Let's see if I am able to retrieve them. Some issue with this. I am not connecting to the delete option. Let me check. Not going to the delete option. From edit profile, delete. See over here, if you look at it, http:/localhost on top, edit profile $source is equal to del. And when I click on localhost edit profile, source is equal to edit. This is what is being picked up on the JavaScript. That means from where you are coming, whether you are coming from the edit option or you are coming from the delete option. So if you are coming from edit option, this profile will work as an edit form. And if you are coming from the delete option, this profile page will work as the delete button. So, but however, right now something is missing. That is why it's not showing me the records and letting me delete it. Maybe I missed something. I'm just going to compare this to profile.js. I've got a query string, I've got a query string, then load callback I have got, then get all data. Get all data is there. Data is there. Populate is there. This seems to be matching. Then in case you guys also get stuck, there is a solution provided. So I'm just going to compare my files with the solution and see if I have missed out anything. Let me just try this again. And if this doesn't work, I will pick up the solution and then try to deploy that. So till the time it's compiling, so let me talk to some more people. Hi, good morning. Hi, good morning. At BBSR Shahid Nagar. Anybody there? No. Anybody there? No. Just logged in and went on. Guwahati has come on. Hello?
Hello.
Yeah. Hi, good morning.
Yeah, good morning, sir. Good morning.
Who's this?
This is Anjana.
Anjana.
Secretary Ma'am Anjana from Pannagar. Yeah.
Right. So, still how much you have done in Google App Engine?
6 I have done.
Sorry?
Yeah, 6.
You have done?
Activity 6.
Activity?
This is activity 6.
6.
Can you hear me, sir?
Yeah, I can hear you. Activity 6.
Yeah.
You have done till activity 6. Very good. So you are able to upload to Google App Engine, right?
Yes, I am able to. But there is some issue with after the deployment. What is happening is yesterday I had some problems. Like when I am pasting the URL to localhost 888, it is showing that 404 error found. But after disabling the firewall, it is working.
Okay, it could be firewall related. After disabling proxy, you mean proxy?
Yeah, sorry, proxy.
Proxy, right.
Yes.
Right. Okay, okay. Anything else you are finding it okay? You are able to touch Google App Engine? How are you finding this?
Yes, sir.
Okay,
it's very interesting and very...
You're finding it interesting? You have some Java background, no? You're understanding Java code and all?
Yes, I have Java background.
Excellent, great. So I'll come back to you. Okay, in the meantime, this has, I was just talking, it has compiled. So let me show you that. See, the issue was that in the index files, I had not made it correctly. So this was the update button and this is the delete button. Now it's working fine. And let me see if it is able to delete this record. So this is AAA. I click delete and says record has been removed. The problem was with the files. Okay, I'll tell you what was the problem. See, there are these HTML files. There is an edit profile. there is an index HTML, there is a profile HTML, and there is a view profile HTML. Profile HTML, so index file is the default file which comes. At that time, this home page is active, and these other elements, li element, should have some tags like ahref to when you click update, edit profiles, source is equal to edit. I wish I could increase the font. I think I cannot find some options to make it bigger. Are you able to see? Are you? I hope you are able to see this. Please click yes if you are able to see this. These text, that code on your screens. Yeah. Okay. Great. So you are able to see. So what I'm saying is that at one point, one class should be active, and others should have some IDs that this is insert. When I click insert, profile.html will be opened. When I click on edit, then edit profile will be opened with the source as edit. When I click on delete, then again edit profile will be opened, but the source will be delete. And this is what JavaScript is checking in the background, whether you are coming from the edit option or from the delete option, and based on that the form remains the same because search functionality remains the same. Only the button which is displayed is either update or delete. So this is the index file. Same thing happens when I let's say look at profile. So when I look at profile, then profile has to be active and home is not active. Other two are having IDs where which file has to be opened. Next I go to view profile, and at that point view profile is active and others are not active, or this should not be active actually. I mean they're there, but this is active. This will show it as active, and these will be displayed. And same with the edit profile. Now in edit profile also, this should become active, I think. this the when you're saying update, then this is active and the others are not active. So this was the problem which I could identify, and once that was resolved, actually multiple things were getting active and something was wrong. What is happening is it's picking up the source as delete over here, delete, in the URL which is going edit profile HTML question mark source equal to delete. So if it is not able to locate this delete, it's not going to work. So this is part of the URL which goes back to the form, that from where the click has happened. And similarly, when I click on update, it checks whether it has come from the location source equal to edit, and that is what is checked in the this thing, in this file which is profile .js, I think. Yeah, in the profile.js, source equal to query string is checking where it's passing src source in the query string, that is the index files. For example, the src is equal to edit, and over here src is equal to delete. So what happens is it goes to the get query string function. Parameter is src, so it checks in the URL. This is a function decode URI component, and it checks and gives you the result that what is the value of src, whether it is a edit or delete. So now based upon it, if source is edit, then delete menu is disabled and edit menu is made active, and email is searched and button becomes update, and the delete becomes hidden. But if the source of the click was delete, then the edit menu becomes disabled, the class name for delete becomes active, and the email search is happening over here. That element is displayed, and then we get the data and display the delete button and hide the update button. So that is what is happening behind the scenes. And when I click on delete, the src over here in the URL is being checked by the backend, and based on that, this functionality of this form is changing, because if I click on update, then src is edit, but the form remains the same functionality wise. The only thing is the button like edit is coming, but if my source was delete, my delete button is coming, my edit button is hidden in this form. In this form. Okay, so this was local deployment. I have not still deployed it on the App Engine. So I think now I will go ahead and deploy it on the App Engine. So, yeah, one more thing, you should stop this running of this thing which is running in the background using this red button terminate. Otherwise, if you again try to run it, you'll say something is already running in the background. So let's try to deploy this on the App Engine now. So till the time it's deploying, let me see if somebody else has joined in and I can talk to them. I don't know, Borivali, did you come in late? I think I've not spoken to you, Borivali. Hi, good morning, Borivali. Who's there? Yeah, what's your name?
Vishnu.
Hi, Vishnu. How are you doing?
Vishnu.
Yeah, good morning, Vishnu. How are you doing? How are you finding?
Good, sir.
So, how are you finding this technology, Google App Engine?
I'm trying to deploy a project, sir.
Okay.
Like on data store, sir.
Data store, very good. But you're able to connect to Eclipse with the data store, with the Google App Engine, right? Initially there were some issues. Now you're able to do now. Now the deployment is happening, right?
Yes, I have deployed Maven project yesterday.
Maven projects are done.
I'm deployed. Yes.
Okay, very good.
And trying to connect with data store.
Excellent.
Yes, sir.
Good job. Okay, thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Okay, who else I've not spoken to? Deccan has come. I have not spoken to Deccan Pune. I'm still building, so I have time, I think. Who is in Pune? Hello? Pune is gone. Hello? Anybody on this channel? Pathankot channel, anybody? No? Okay, where is Anil? There is supposed to be Anil somewhere. Where are you, Anil? Which center are you from? Anil is there on this list? Is Anil online? Hello? 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 Okay, so nobody on this channel. There, let me see. Anybody in this channel? Is anybody listening on this channel? No? Genji? What is this channel, and this channel? These three channels. I have no idea. Okay, anyway, so it's compiled. Now let's see whether I am able to do something on App Engine. So what was my project name? I think it was this one only. Sincere Pen. Okay. So let's see if delete works. Yeah. Yeah, I have messed up my this thing index files. This button is not active over here. There are records. Will click on. Oh, okay. I think I should not make this active because this is doing the work of both edit as well as delete. So whenever it goes to edit profile, it makes edit. It's confused with between update and delete. What should I do? So let me check my solution. I think I found the solution. Right. Index. In index is active and rest are not active. Right. Profile. In profile insert is active. Profile is active. Rest ID edit menu. And in view form, the view profile View profile is active. Understand not it. Okay, let me redeploy. Let me redeploy now. So let me see if somebody else is there. Whom I've not spoken to today and is online. Uh, Bandra. Bandra, good morning. Who's there in Bandra? Yeah, who's this? Yeah, good morning. Who's this? Rajesh, right. Good morning, Rajesh. Good morning. So, how far you have reached to Google exploring the engine? Your voice is not clear. Voice is not clear. I cannot hear you. Rajesh, I cannot hear you. Yeah, Rajesh, I cannot hear you. Can you speak clearly? Yeah, Rajesh. Rajesh, I cannot hear you, but anyways, so I hope you have managed to upload something on Google App Engine. So yes, answer is yes. Okay. Just check your voice connection. I'll get back to you. Okay. Just check your voice. Okay. And I can see Bangalore. I can see. Is there anybody in Bangalore? Hello? Hello? This one is not working, huh? This one is not working, huh? Yeah, good morning. Anybody here? this center or these two links are not working. One second. Okay, now my deployment is almost done, so I will not talk to anybody. Okay, so let's see now, hopefully. Right, my delete option has come, and excellent. And my records have also come. So I'm happy to see that it is working. And let's try to delete raj@gmail.com. This is how many records right now? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. So raj@gmail.com, delete. Record has been removed. Yeah, so that delete functionality is working. So you saw a debugging exercise happening here. I was actually checking myself with the solution. I had a mess of menu options. See, these menu options on top, the search, retrieve, delete, update, insert, all of them are pointing to a particular HTML file. And this update and delete are special cases. They are using the same file. And based on whether I'm using update or delete, the functionality of the page is changing. So that's why it was kind of, I had made a mistake there, but now it's okay. So we have just now completed one complete set of insert, update, delete. Okay, and anybody has joined in late and I have not spoken. This one nobody is there. This one nobody is there. So we have done one method right now. Okay. We have just now. I'll just go back to my slides. Can I go back to my slides, please? Yeah. So we just saw this functionality where this page, delete page, had come. So we had done over here, home page is there, then insert, update, delete, and retrieve, which is very interesting. We have done so much. And then we have, I've told you about this. These are the things we used to do all this. What we were doing was, let me slight recap. When we are doing it, then we were using APIs, and there is a save option over here with Objectify. We are using some third-party tool called Objectify, and it has a syntax of save entity customer object now. So this is a part of the API. This helps us to save the record. Then there is a similar syntax is there for retrieving. When we have to retrieve some value, let's say there is a key object for where we are passing the customer ID over here, which customer ID we are passing is of customer class, and when we say customer object customer service offi.load.key now, what it does is it takes the key and it loads it and makes this customer object, and it returns this customer object. So that is populated on the screen, and this is what we do to get the data. This is a function calling the API. This gappy.client vconnect get data is calling the get data function with the customer ID, and whatever is response I'm getting, that is being displayed in the alert boxes in this case. Here we are doing the retrieving, and when I'm doing the save, this one is modify. Modify is nothing but combination of retrieving the data and updating or saving the data. So retrieving the data was done using this load option, and saving the data is done using this offi.save entity customer object now, and delete is done using this one, connect service offi.delete entity p now. This deletes the record. This is what we did here. So is this clear for everybody? Were you able to understand and appreciate how you can add, update, delete and modify records using the App Engine? Okay, so let me continue for some more time. Google App Engine. Okay, first I will do this part and then we'll stop for a small break. Storing data in Google Data Store using JDO. That is another method of storing data. Instead of using APIs, you can also directly store Google data in Google Data Store. There is a second method of doing it. One method was using Objectify. Now we are learning another method of storing data into data store, which is Google Data Store using JDO. And we will also later on learn how to query and filter and sort data. So sorting we will do later on. So storing data. Okay, storing data. The following steps are used to store data in Google Data Store using Java Data Object. So there is a persistent manager object. We create a persistent capable class and we declare a persistent variable and key, and we add getter and setter methods, and we create controller class. So there are some 5 steps which are there in JDO. And to store data in Google Data Store, first you use the persistent manager class. Using the persistent manager class, you can store, update, delete and retrieve objects from the data store. You can create the object of the persistent manager class using the get persistent manager method of the persistent manager factory class. The following code snippet illustrates how to create a persistent manager object. So there is a get persistent manager factory. And using that persistent manager from this persistent manager factory class, we create another persistent manager over here using get persistent manager function. And then to make a class persistent capable, we use an annotation called @persistent capable. The @persistent capable annotation treats the class as kind while mapping to data store. To access persistent capable annotation, import the JavaX JDO annotation persistent capable package. So to be able to use this @persistent capable annotation, we have to import this package. So first of all, we import this, and then we will give this annotation above the class, public class customer, and the customer will have getter and setter methods. Declaring persistent variable and keys. The persistent capable class has persistent variables and keys. The @persistent annotation treats the variable as property while mapping them to data store. So properties are like your columns or fields, if you remember yesterday. So there is @persistent and @primary key annotation, which makes a variable as a primary key. So over here there are variables like name, address and contact number, and all of them are marked as persistent. And also I've got a primary key which is persistent, which is customer ID in this example. And its ID probably is getting generated automatically. So this is simple getting and setting the values. So get customer ID, returns customer ID, public set customer ID, set customer ID will be passing a string customer ID and it will set the value. So these are different functions: get address, set name, get contact number, set contact number. So this is one step to do. You can write the following code snippet in Java Servlet to insert a record in Google Data Store. So you make a new customer object, set the customer ID, name, address, cell number. Call the persistent manager, PM, get persistent manager, and then you say PM make persistent C in the try block and in PM.close and finally. So now let's see how this is actually practically done. This is another way of directly going and updating records in database using JDO. So as a web developer, you have developed an application consisting of customer modules of an online shopping portal. The application should be based on following guidelines. It should provide user interface to collect the customer information such as full name, contact number, address as shown in the following figure. It should save the data in the data store and display the message the data is saved when the user clicks the save button. So let's see the answer to this. Let me just do the activity for this. So storing data on Google Data Store using Java Data Object, and we will save this full name, contact number and address. So it starts with create a project ID on Google App Engine, create a new web application, create a persistent capable class, create a user interface, modify the servlet, run and test the application and deploy it on the Google App Engine. These are the 7 steps. Okay. So first of all, I have already got the project created. Hello World only I will use. I'm not creating anything new. Creating a new web application. So, okay, open Eclipse. Click on Google icon, new web application project. Shoppers Hub. Sorry. Here Google Web Toolkit, ensure that Google App Engine checkbox is selected and you can select the latest one, which is 1931, and in the app ID we should put in the app ID here only so that we can deploy it later, even though he says that you can do it later on also. So I will just use this ID. So once the project is deployed, you can always overwrite it, and I will do that over here. I will deploy another project on the same ID. Later on we see also that we can have versions of a project uploaded. So I have got Shoppers Hub created. I'll close the other projects. Close project and open my Shoppers Hub project. I also take my data files, my class files. So task 3 is create persistence capable class. So locate the package and create a customer.java file. Okay, the package name is form.example. Why is this having Shoppers Hub? Okay, never mind. So we create new Java class. For customer.java. And in this replace the existing code with the following code. Okay. So in this customer.java, we have defined a primary key, and these are the persistent properties, and there is a persistent capable class being defined using these annotations. These are all annotations, and for using these annotations there are certain import statements, and there are some get and set functions. So you can see set function, and there is a customer constructor and get address, set address. So all that getter and setters are there in customer. So we will just replace this with here, and I think we'll keep it here. Okay, once I'll just start this activity again because my paths may not match with what is there in this. So let me delete this. File, new web project. Project name is oh, I did not delete it. So in the, even though it was removed from Eclipse, it was not removed from hard disk, so it was not allowing me to create the same one. Package name is com.example.shoppershub. Check this, make this to 31, keep the ID is this, finish. We are doing the second method of inserting records. One we have done using APIs. This is using JDO. The difference between it is that when we are using the APIs, then we can have different types of front ends like a tablet or desktop, laptop, to connect to the same data store using the APIs. Here, this will be one application which will be running, and I don't think you can be sure of porting it onto different types of devices. Okay, Shoppers Hub. So under this, create a customer.java. Okay, next what we do is create pmf.java file. Yeah. Once, let me just complete this, then we'll have a break. PMF. Then create a user interface. Create a war folder. Locate the war folder. This add customer.html. Add customer. We have a form table. Now open the index.html or create an index.html and enter code like this. Now there is Shoppers Hub Servlet. This we are actually getting the values from the form and saving them. Save this and now open web.xml, web.nf. Is this the servlet and Okay, let's save this. Yes, I think I have made a mistake here. So I have form. When I click save, data is saved. How do we check using the admin console? H underscore admin. It should show customer over here actually. Okay, let me just deploy it on App Engine first now. So this is deployed on the same ID. Says data is saved. Now let's see if it's really saved by going to the data store. So over here now there are two, customer and profile. Customer we have just added. So it has added the name and cell number. This field it has not picked up. Might be some issue. So earlier on we had put in profile. This was added through the API, Objectify, and right now we have added a customer entity which unfortunately address does not come. So okay, I will give 5 minutes, 10 minutes break. Let's have 5 minutes break and then we'll come back to this. Yeah, 5.